Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm back again. I'm Doretha, and this is Butterroll Boutique. Today I'm going to share with you, I'm back again, part 2 of this Halloween journal. I've chosen some papers to go into making my signature, making our signature to the Halloween journal. So I just went in and chose, and I'm going to show you what I chose for the signature pages. I'm only going to use 10 sheets. So as you can see, 10 sheets. Raises up pretty thick already. I probably shouldn't use 10. I might go down to 8 because it's already thick and I hadn't put any pockets or anything in it. So for such a small journal, I may use a fewer number. So here's the first one. It's just a sheet that I pulled from 300 more writing prompts. From time to time, I'll take a sheet from here. It's just a bunch of writing prompts. So this is one, and all the sheets, first of all, when you start off, you just fold them in half. Try to get them as evenly folded in half, and I have my bone folder over here. I'm just gonna crease it. This is a graph sheet. It has not been coffee stained or anything. It's just an old graph pad. Had it for a long time. It has turned yellow. It's just an old sheet of paper. I'm gonna make it look even older. I didn't even have to coffee stain it, so here, that's the second sheet. Here, I want to use an envelope that I jelly printed. So it has to be folded in half. Okay. I may fold it. Let me see. Yep. It also has a window. I painted the window as well. It doesn't matter. I'll probably use that in the middle. This is another gel print I was playing around with. And these are stamps of a little girl looking the other way. She kind of spooky looking. And this old house looked kind of spooky. So I said, well, they'll look good in a... I think they'll be appropriate for what I'm trying to do. One of my failed gel prints. This is another gel print. I tried to use stencil on this one. Didn't work out for me. Didn't work out for me. This is another one I did on a cardstock. Piece of cardstock, gel print. Didn't work out for me. But I'm going to use it. Change that fold line. It's crumbly. It's crumbly already. This one's on cardstock, so I want to try to use this as the signature cover because it's actually on cardstock. I may use this. It may be too thick. I don't know. It's just an idea. This is a print off. This is a freebie that I got from one of my YouTube friends who was giving away freebies. And you know, I have to make a journal to write down names in because I am horrible with names. And I know that's kind of disrespectful. And I don't see the name on the bottom of this sheet anywhere. But this person, I don't know who it was, but they were giving away. I always get freebies, and I don't know if it was Julie, or I'm not gonna call names because somebody gave me that on YouTube. They were giving away freebies. This one came out of ephemera pack from Cindy Lovin, and I coffee stained it. And it's just a old table, like a science, out of a science book, or got equivalents, or a math book or something. I'm not good in that kind of stuff too. I can read though. It says limits of flammability of fuel gases. Okay, so that's what that is, and I love it. So I have coffee stained it, and so it's going in. I already braved it down real good. And this is just some paper that I coffee stained. Look how beautiful that is. This is just some paper that I coffee stained. And I think when I did this process, I dipped it. And I baked it in the oven. Okay, that's already braised down. You can see when I did this with the bone folder, it made it flatter. And this is just a bone folder I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Of course, I have some. And then this is another piece that I coffee stained and baked in the oven with some regular Folgers coffee. And braised it down. This works just fine with my Dollar Tree bone folder. So, okay, that's flattening my papers out, and it's not so scary right now. Put my papers out better. It's good to have a bone folder. Even though you don't need it, you can use, Beth told me, you can use the back of your scissors to do this with. She said you can use the back of your scissors, and you can. You don't have to have a bone folder, even though you pick it up at the dollar store. You can use anything to flatten that stuff out with. I've even ironed my papers before. Yeah, you can use iron on it, iron it flat. So anyway, here are the papers that we're going to use. Now, these papers have to be cut down to fit the little thing that we made. I said a little thing. They have to be cut down to fit the cover that we made. This is called a cover, not a little thing. So I went ahead and put the covered. After I put the paper on, I went ahead and put some lace on top of it. And here it is, So, and it's still drying, so that's why I had it over to the side. I just put it on there, and I hadn't done this part yet. But yeah, I put that lace on there like that. So what we need to do is cut this paper down to fit in here. Okay, it has to fit inside of here. So you see all that got to be cut down to fit in there, okay? And like I said, this is still drying inside, and I don't want to close that up. So what I'm going to do is just measure. I'm just going to measure this side right here. And it is 4.5 by 6. 4.5 by 6. So let me put this back over there and let it finish drying. I have to put something in it, open it up, let it finish drying. Like that. Okay, it's 4.5 by 6. Okay, old butter roll is going to forget that, so let me write it down. That's 4.5 by 6. By 6 cover. Okay, if my cover is 4.5 by 6, I don't want my paper to be right at the edge of my cover. I want it to be just a little bit under the cover, a little bit inside the cover. And I want it to be just a little bit inside, here. So, therefore, I'm going to cut it just a little bit. I'm going to cut it. Uh-oh. I'm about to give it too much. Oh, I don't do well with numbers, so I just look at it. If it's 4.5, then I'm going to come down to 4.25. Okay? I'm going to cut it right here at 4.25. And up here, since it's 6, I'm going to come down and cut it at 5.5 by 4.25. At 5.5 by 4.25. Okay? That's where I'm going to cut my paper. So when I put this paper over here, I'm going to come up here to the top. Well, I'm not going to cut it on this. I don't think I want to cut it on that because I don't want it to be crooked. So let me lay this paper over here. Okay, y'all just seeing how I work now. Like I said, I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box. But once I learn how to do something, I try my best to hold on to it so it can carry me on. Okay, so I got this little gadget. And I'm going to see if I can work it. Okay. So I need this paper to be 5.5 this way. Because I want it to be 5.5 tall. So I'm going to stick it in here. And I'm going to try it. I'm going to move it up here to 5.5. Which is right here. I'm going to let that trap door down. And I'm going to slide this right here across it. And I'm going to take it out. And put that scrap over there because we use scraps. Then I want it to be 4.25 this way. Okay, so I'm going to turn my paper around this way. Is that right? Let's see if we went that way. Yep, turn it this way. You see why it takes me a while to do stuff. It takes me a while to make these things because I'm not fast. So that's 4.25. If it was 4.5, I want it to be 4.25. Okay. You see I'm using a sheet of paper that I can reach and grab another one if I mess it up. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see how I did. Now this scrap, you think I'm going to throw it away? Nope. I'm going to use that too on a master bed. I said a master bed. I can use it too on a master board. So let's see how I did. Okay. Let's see how I did before I keep going. This is what I want it to look like. Let's see. So I want it to fit inside. And this is exactly what I want. This is the size. This is 4.25. 4, then this is 5.5. Yep, this is the exact size that I want. So now, I don't really have to measure anymore because I know what size I want my papers to be. I want them to be this size. So now, all I have to do is measure the rest of my papers and make sure they can fit in here. This sheet right here is my little quote sheet, my little journal sheet. Oh, and by the way, it says, how do you feel about growing older? That's all. You can journal about that on this sheet if you want to. And on this side, it says, what questions are you afraid to ask, but really need answers to? You can journal about that if you'd like. So I'm sticking that inside of here to see if it fits. And it fits, so I don't need to do anything to that sheet. The next sheet is the envelope. Okay. This envelope. Oh, country gal. This envelope. See if it's this envelope will fit. The envelope fits. So I don't have to do anything to that. Wait a minute, I got to turn it the wrong way. Let's try this way. Oh, it's a little bit too long. So that means I'm going to have to trim this envelope a little bit. So, just a little bit, just a hair. Just a hair. I need to trim it just a hair. So how much is a hair? About that much. It's about that much. So I'll put it in under there about that much. I'll put it under there about that much. And I'll hold down the trap door. And I'll slide it across. So all this has to be done before you can even, think about making your, this is just the beginning stages. Get the journal made. That was too thick. That was too thick for my little trimmer. My trimmer says, say what? Say what? Say what? You want me to cut what? Okay, so now let me try and see if it will fit inside of my, see, I want it to go that way, and it fits. So that's good. And these little scraps are too small for me to do anything with, so they go to the trash. Okay. So here is my signature that I'm working with. So I'm going to hold it together over here. Okay. I'm just going to hold it together right there. Now, here is my next piece. Is my little girl and my little wicked, wicked house. Well, my spooky, spooky house. We ain't doing nothing wicked around here. It's my spooky, spooky house. Okay, there you go. My old regular house fits in just well. And then my little spider webby looking thing, my webby looking spider webby, coney webby, whatever that is, it fits in there very nicely. I'm going to hold this for last because I just may not use it. It's so heavy. I may not use it. It may just not be appropriate. Uh-oh. Then, of course, we have this sheet. And it is just some words, like a ledger. Some type of sales sheet. Okay, so we know we're going to have to cut this one down. So we just refer back to our measurements. And we know what the measurements are that we need. So we know that we needed to go down this way. It needs to be 5.5. So we're going to stick it in to, and the way we use this, we go down here. Can you see? Okay, we're going to go down to 5.5. I should have cut that white off so I wouldn't be counting that. So I'm going to go up past that a little bit. So there's my 5.5, but I'm going to go up past that because I'm going to cut that white off. So that's going to be my 5.5 right there. Yeah, I'm going to cut that white off. Save this piece. Let me get this out of the way because I'm not using that. I'm not using that. I just went on and decided, didn't I? I'm not using that. Okay, so that's my 5.5 that way. And then this way, I needed 4 1/4. So we're going to put it this way, and we're going to come up to 4 1/4, which is right there. And we're going to slide it across. Okay. This piece will save. And I said I was going to cut that white off because we don't want it. So all we have to do is put it under there. Pull it up so I can see what I'm doing. Did I get it? Yep. Throw that away. Okay, so let's see. It should fit because we cut it according to measurements. It fits inside. It fits inside. Barely, but it fits. Okay. Now we have this piece. I wonder if I can cut 2 at a time. No, my printer don't. This little old slicer, it really don't like cutting 2 pieces at a time. So we'll just continue on like we're doing. You know, do what you have to do. It's all part of the process, okay? 5.5. I have to keep referring back to my papers so I won't forget. I'll hold it down and cut. Save. 5.5. Turn the paper by 4 1/4. Slice. Save. This should fit. It fits. I mean, I said inside, but it could fit inside or outside. It doesn't matter as long as they fit neatly together, inside or outside. Okay. Then I have two more pieces. This is the fold the long way. It should be 5.5. Save. This way it should be 4 1/4. Why is this looking crooked? Save. Okay. And we have one more piece. Okay, you said you wanted to know how to do a journal, so here you go. This is the way I know how to do it. So I'm a newbie, but here you go. Follow these steps because This is how the newbie learned how to do the journal. This is how the newbie learned. Okay. I watched a lot of videos and I followed a lot of people. Sewing things together was my biggest, and still is, one of my biggest challenges, and being creative with decorating. Okay, so now we've done all the cutting of the signature pages, so I'm going to put this away. Okay, now you have all the papers to go inside your journal. And now they don't look so big and scary. They don't look so big and bulky. Okay? But when you start to decorate it with pockets and tucks and writing spaces and tags, it's going to get bigger. So that's why I'm only doing 10 this time, because my last journal I did 15 pages, and the more I put in it, the bigger it got. And it looked like it has 100 pages in it. It won't even close. So that's just the nature of journal making. They get bigger. So now you have to decide which page do you want to go first? What order do you want your pages to go in? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This was my 10th page. I said I wasn't going to use because it was so hard. Do I want to use it? So tough. I don't feel good using it, so I'm not going to use it. I'll just choose something else from this. I have plenty of papers to choose from. I'll choose something else. Let me see. I'll choose another gel print. How about that? What about another gel print? I'd rather do with gel print. They are already small. What about this red one? Let's do this one. I can use that to decorate. Like this one. Okay, I choose this one as a main. Could this be a main cover? No, I ain't satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I'll look around and find the main cover. Right now, I just put these in the order that I want. I know I want this to be the center page, and I want it to be turned this way. So this is going to be the center. And so it will be, I don't want it turned this way. It opens all the way up though. I could put it like that. I'm gonna put it in the book like this, and I'm gonna close it up. Yeah, I want this to show. I'm gonna seal it up like this. I'm just gonna seal it up and use it as pockets like this. This will be, well, it's not see-through really, because I jelly printed over the see-through part. But I still like it. It's a pocket, and this will be a pocket. I'm gonna just close these sides up. And this will be the center signature. Okay. And something plain. This will be next. And I'll bring in this one. Hey, I get what you're saying. Well, that don't look very spooky. I need, just wait till I finish. I'm decorating this with a lot of gel prints. That's going in. I want this next. It's going to go that way. And that way. Then the house. And this. Then this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I should have folded it the other way, perhaps. That way. Okay, so all I need to do is find one more sheet and make a cover to this, and then we'll move on to the next stage. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.